All right, we're going to pause for technical difficulties. For the audio not working or the picture being off or needing adjusted or something. And actually, that's not terrible. Move the camera that way. Can you move it that way? No, I guess you kind of tape that down there for. Yes.
Oh, I'm going to move that entirely in just a second.
No, that's fine. Worrying? There's no worrying here. All right, so no, less technical details. So can everybody hear me? Number one, that's problem number one. Can you actually hear me through the microphone, or is it going through the camera or going through the? All right, let me turn this on. This is going to be annoying, but all right. All right, let me turn this on. This is going to be annoying. But... Oh, Bork, we can hear it. Sweet. Okay. Well, that's technical difficulty number one. The other one seems to be okay as the camera, like the camera seems to be working, so sounds like a mic. Sweet. Okay, so this is definitely not a typical stream. Everything's working in the first couple minutes. All right. All clickbait aside, yeah, I'm gonna pull up some stuff here. I might have to put one of these over on the videos. I might put this over on the other screen. We'll see. Dig the pink mouse, yeah. Gotta have the pink mouse. Also, off-white mix. These are pretty sharp. I'm gonna give the plastic ball thing a go again because, I mean, I couldn't pick them up with a plastic ball, and then I couldn't pick them up with a regular ball now, and so I'm gonna go back to missing them with something that looks prettier. So, anyhow. Yeah, those are sweet. So are the Belmo spare balls. If you want to go have a chance to win those, follow the link in the description. Hashtag shameless product placement. Belmo stickers. Win a Belmo spare ball. Go get your black one. The new one, preferably. I mean, the old one looks pretty sweet, but the mix is like a blend of something. Polythane, yeah.
What's on the site?
Illegal at spare ball tournaments. I don't know. They're a little smoother than regular plastic balls. Regular plastic balls, no, I only have one up here. I do have room, though, so. All right. Yes. Well, speaking of that, we might just put all the spare balls up here tonight. Get that yellow badger out, too.
I wanted to work on patches.
I know, but...
Good, great.
So, anyway, to go along with this, we're going to need high-powered stuff to go along with this.
I don't know which side you want facing. So
And
you'll have to fix that. Now, which one do you want?
the yellow, since the yellow one's coming stateside.
Okay. Well, I don't have the stateside version, but
That's okay.
just make sure you point that out.
Just wanted to point that out. Blue screened, I had to reboot. Okay. You didn't miss anything.
We're still setting.
Anyhow, this is going to be a lot of fun, so we're going to get to the rat killing.
You're going to get one of the other ones because I'm not doing bowls.
I have a bottle of Boulevard Bramble On. Foder Sour Ale with blackberries. It's going to be that kind of a stream. Because it's amazing.
Okay, see if I can do this to where you get all of them.
Yeah, I was going to say that was going to go poorly, so we're just going to do that. Anyhow. I promise this will be worth it. I mean, my streams always there's always like 10 minutes of dead space before we actually ever get to anything interesting, and that's assuming that we get to anything that's interesting in my streams. But we're gonna have some fun, like we used to do on the channel way back when things weren't so annoying, and I don't know, they're annoying for me because I have some things I'd like to talk about and point out. This is the yellow honey badger spare ball that's been delayed like 7 times. Close? Okay, that's close. Breaks left thumb opening booze, goes back to bowling right-handed.
No.
Actually not. No, I kind of figured some stuff out today, so I am doing a heckin' happiness. So anyway, clickbait is clickbaity. But yes, we are doing a major channel reset. I don't know how long most of you have been here, but recently stuff's got a little bit dumb. I got to a point where I started making videos, and I just kind of made what I wanted, or I just kind of made what I wanted to make, and I didn't go too far out of my way to do too much stuff. But as we got busier, then or as the channel got more popular, then it's like, oh hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And then I tried to do this, and I tried to do that, and then inevitably you run into something where you have so many people watching that you can't make everybody happy, and I'm a people pleaser. I want to make everybody happy because I want people to watch the videos, and if you have a suggestion, I want to put it in there. Well, the problem is that different people have different preferences. Some people like longer, more technical videos. Some people like them shorter, a little bit easier to digest. Some people have no idea what the crap I'm talking about in the videos, and for some people, I'm not technical enough. I tried to do some kind of funnier videos way back when, and some people like those, but if that was like the first video of mine that they'd seen, they'd get on there and tear me up for it. And so then, then there was some other stuff too where I have to be conscious of my sponsors and making sure that I'm not, getting too crazy with things, which I never really had a problem with that, but it's not. It's one of those things where it's kind of inevitably gotten to the point where I'm just kind of pushing stuff out now. I mean, if you look at the last several releases, number one, the Rated Rumble thing is going bye-bye. And this is something that really kind of irritated me, because I spent 2 or 3 weeks when I first started doing the rated videos, I spent 2 or 3 weeks working on like the first 30 of them, because I had 30 episodes to get out, and for the thing to work in the first place, I had to get them all up at the same time, because you just can't put one up here and there, because the whole point of the rated series is to get into the playlist. It's a Reader's Digest version of every ball. So instead of, some people don't want to watch 8 minutes worth of ball reviews, or especially for some people in the pro shop. I got a friend of mine that's in a pro shop, and he said, yeah, the rated stuff's great, because if somebody wants to look at something, if somebody's asking a question about a ball, about a storm ball I haven't thrown yet or I don't have, he's like, I can just get on there and either show it to them or have everything I want in a minute and a half. He gets all the tech details, sees some ball reaction, done. So the idea with the rated series, I was getting a bunch of questions. I used to do dedicated comparisons a lot, and so those were very, very time consuming. I travel for work. Most of you know I travel for work. So if it doesn't get done Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's just not getting done, because I can't do anything during the week. If I was at least home at night, I could keep up with stuff better or whatever else. The other thing is that when somebody gets on and leaves a comment, asks me a question, sometimes it's 2 or 3 days before I can ever get to it, and that's if YouTube even gets me the notification. There's nothing that irritates. There's several times I've gotten on videos, and I've just kind of browse the comment section, and I'll find stuff that I never even saw. Because if you ask me a question, I'm going to get to it eventually. And if I don't get to it, I didn't get the notification, I didn't see it, I didn't know it was there. I don't just ignore stuff. And so the rated series was a way to help everybody out, to make shorter videos, to give you an option. Some people like the long videos, some people like them short and sweet. That was to give everybody an option. If you wanted comparisons, because I got to the point where, like, the Phase 3 UFO, I was releasing 7 or 8 different comparison videos at the same time, which took me 2 weeks to get that many videos done. And no matter how many dedicated comparison videos I made, people were, well, how's it compared to this? Or how's it compared to this? Or even whether it doesn't even matter. It might have been reasonable comparisons or just crazy off the wall stuff. But the rated series is, again, short videos. You get in the playlist, you can compare any ball to any other ball in 3 minutes or less. And I thought, well, number one, this is going to help me out a lot. It's going to save me a lot of time on comparison videos. It's going to get everybody the comparison that they want. If they have any comparison questions, they can just go watch the videos. They can get to the playlist. And I'm not going to say nobody, but very few people apparently could figure that concept out. And all it seemed to do was prompt more questions rather than less questions. And how does this compare to this ball? I'm like, well, and asking on the rated episode, I'm like, well, there's another rated episode. Matter of fact, I linked it at the end of the video. You could have watched that video too and found out everything that you needed to know. So I started doing the rated rumbles because I thought, okay, well, this is an easy way for some extra views. And to, if people just want to do a one-click comparison and they're done, well, it's great for some people, but then other people are like, well, this is repetitive, and this is dumb, this doesn't make any sense. So you have the review, and then you have a rated, and then you have a rated rumble, and it's just seeing the same stuff regurgitated over and over and over and over again. And here lately, I've been wanting to do a bunch of stuff that I haven't had the time for, but I haven't had the time for it because I'm doing I'm spending all my time putting together these little rated rumble things or doing any odd number of other ridiculous things. And so I'm going to go back to doing dedicated comparisons. The rated videos will still happen. But reiterating on the rated, I'm probably going to stop answering comparison questions altogether. I've been here so long, I remember Luke bowling right-handed. Yes, the sound effect, and that's the thing. So that's the thing. I miss the sound effects. I miss the opinion videos. Those were what I had more fun doing. I don't have any fun putting together these rated rumble videos because I'm sitting there grumbling the whole time about, you know what, I wouldn't have to do this if people could figure out the concept. And I don't like being like this either. I would rather just say, I'd just rather answer the question or make the extra video. But the problem is that all the people that want to see good stuff or just good stuff or original stuff or different stuff are just bogged down. Every single time I post a video, it's like, okay, I've seen this footage before. I've heard this before. I've done this before. So there's no point in most people watching this stuff. And again, the rated rumbles are literally one rated video followed by another rated video. That's all I do. There's no new information. There's no different information. It's simply just putting 2 different videos in the same place so that you click one time instead of 2 or 3. But those are sucking up all my time. They're incredibly repetitive. And some people like them, but some people say, at the same time, it's like, well, you're not really... There's a bunch of different stuff that goes on in a more direct comparison or a dedicated comparison that you're not going to get in the rated videos, and I completely agree with that. But again, the other stuff is I've tried to get... I've tried to be more PC, I guess. And that's the thing, is that's... Sure, I'm not going to rub somebody the wrong way, but being edgy or different, or not necessarily edgy for the sake of being edgy, but just being a little bit more honest and less cookie cutter and by the book and whatever else. I mean, that's people started watching the channel because I wasn't a staffer guy, and I'm turning into a staffer guy, and I'm not that bad, but it's not far off. So major channel reset. I thought Luke was switching brands. Oh no, that will not be happening. Definitely not. I am super, super happy with everywhere I'm at. Obviously, I mean, have you ever seen a jersey this cool before? Roast all 10 for 10% off at coolwick.com.
Oh, jeez.
Go to Bowler's Mart, follow my link in the description, enter to win, buy some Belmo stickers, enter to win one of the Belmo spare balls. Yeah, and see that I love this cold beer and good honest chat, and that's the thing is we've heard some stuff. There's a lot of people that like the new show, and there's some people that are like, well, I kind of miss when it was just a couple guys having a couple drinks and hanging out and whatever else, and now it's a little bit more professional and structured. And but yeah, Tom Heller, get back to your bread and butter, back to your roots, and that's exactly what we're doing here. The Rated Rumble videos are not happening anymore, and again, I'm probably not going to answer a whole lot of comparison questions because that series is there specifically for comparisons. I'm going to do some dedicated comparisons. I actually have a video rendering right now where I'm doing an old school comparison video with the Rubicon UC2, the UFO Alert, and the RSTX2. They're all fairly similar, and there's some interesting details and some little nuances and things in there. They're all asymmetric. They're all shiny. They're all E-Tracks. So I am rendering currently a 13.5-minute comparison video between those three. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I don't know when I'm going to post it, but it's going to be better than a Rated Rumble video or some other odd nonsense that I'm just trying to rush to get up so somebody has something to watch. And I understand I may rub some people the wrong ways, or I may ruffle some feathers or whatever else, but that was back when it was kind of fun. I think I'm going to do an opinion video on the Zen Master. That might be the next one, because I hate that ball. So it definitely doesn't make me very zen. But there's a lot of people and a lot of situations it's really going to look good for. So if I can do something like a South Park episode where I just roast the living crap out of something, but all of a sudden at the end of the episode you learn something and there's a moral to the story and whatever else. Yes, I would love a video from me on the Hustles too. Unfortunately, they're on back order.
We did order them.
Yes, we did order them a month ago. We still do not have them.
It's been quite a month.
It's been a month. I'm going to say it's been a month. Anyway.
It feels like a month.
So,
I will agree.
yeah, even when you're doing the videos that had the funny clips and the burns, you were still providing useful information. And that's the thing is, the more I try to make everybody happy, the less I'm going to make anybody happy. So, we're just
I will get you trained.
yeah, we're going to get back to having some more fun. We're going to get back to what I used to do in the first place. There's going to be fewer videos because they're going to take longer to make, but I'm going to put more effort into them, and so when I release a video, it's going to be worth watching. That's something I can promise you. Even if it takes a little bit longer, or I only get 2 videos up a week or something like that, it's not going to be this random nonsense that you're looking at going, oh, another one of those. I've already seen that crap.
Hopefully do some more live
And
bowling.
yeah, we're going to get back to doing some live streaming of some bowling. I'm actually throwing it halfway decent now after trying to become the lefty Chris Prather. That didn't go well. So now I'm back to being a poor man's Matt McNeil, or the stunt double of the poor man's Matt McNeil, rather. But a little bit more honest. It's not like I've ever not been honest. Just sometimes I kind of tame things down, make it more palatable or less kind of edgy or whatever else. Oh, what are we talking about? Has any channel ever given any bowling balls away, like was stated with? Oh, no, no, that's the thing. Like I kind of at that point I had 12,000 subscribers. All I was asking was for a certain amount of channels to get 2,000 subscribers. So yeah, this is the thing here. So I've had several people ask me that because I had that major big giveaway. I was trying to help some smaller channels out because it's really hard to get started on YouTube. So I picked a handful of channels that I really like what they were making because I'm not going to do this forever. Thankfully, we have people like Louis Napolis that's doing the dang thing now. So there's plenty of good channels to watch, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. Back when I started, it was really easy to get started because all you had to do was just kind of pay attention and actually try and answer some questions because everybody else was just, okay, let's stand left and hook the whole lane and put some rock music on. And, now there's Lewis and JR Pro Shops making really good stuff. Darren Tang's making really good stuff. He's giving you some information but being pretty entertaining at the same time, and the editing's really good, and so there's a lot of good channels out there right now. But when I did that giveaway, I was trying to help them get a head start or get a boost, and I thought, okay, I have 12 or 13,000 subscribers. Just getting them to 2,000, because 2,000's where it really starts. That's kind of 1,000's a big line, 2,000's an even bigger line. And so I was trying to get everybody to 2,000 subscribers. And I didn't want to force everybody to subscribe to every channel, so I said, okay, well, all you have to do is just subscribe to at least one channel. But I don't know how many there's. That video has like 11,000 views or something like that. And these channels still have not met their goals. A couple of them never even got close. So all you had to do was just subscribe to all the channels, and I was going to give some stuff away. That never happened. So
It's still going.
Yeah, so it's still going. If they ever get their subscriber numbers, I'll give some stuff away, but nobody seems to feel like going and just subscribing to a channel. Even if you subscribe long enough for the free stuff to get given away and then unsubscribe. Figure it out. No. In a Nutshell was not a gimmick. I was trying to get people to subscribe to channels that I thought were really good. And
Rewarding people for it.
yeah, you need a boost to get started. It's really competitive space out there on YouTube. I was trying to give some stuff away to give them a leg up or a hand up because I thought they were making good stuff. They needed some views. They needed some recognition. I was going to introduce everybody else to some really good content instead of some of the other crap that was out there. And so I thought, okay, well, I'm going to help them out. I'm going to give them a boost. We didn't hit the numbers, so it didn't trigger the giveaway. So I don't know how it can be a gimmick.
Mr. Shimwrecker.
Yeah. No, I mean, it wasn't a gimmick. It was, and ball giveaways are all gimmicks. Like, how many channels just give away bowling balls to get subscribed? They say, okay, we get to so many subscribers, I'm going to give stuff away. That happens on them all the time. That's why I haven't done giveaways before, because I don't want people watching or people subscribing just so... subscriber number is a vanity number. So, your subscribers don't really matter. It's how many views your channel gets, really, or how many views your videos are getting. So, I lost my train of thought. But how many other channels give stuff away just to inflate numbers? That's why I don't give stuff away. I was giving stuff away to help some other channels out. and to get them some, and there's a couple of them that just don't make videos anymore because it was too much time and effort for what was not happening. So after the fact, they kind of, it gave them a boost, but then it didn't really do enough for them, and so they stopped making videos. Which is a shame because a lot of them were pretty good. But it's a tough space out there. Unless you're willing to dedicate full-time hours to it, you're not really going to get anywhere. You're not going to be able to sit down in your basement and drink and talk into a microphone.
The giveaways we do, we shouldn't say
Yeah.
that we don't, because we do the fundraiser one.
Oh, we do all kinds of stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, we do all kinds of stuff. We have the Doggos fundraiser and whatever else. So, and good audio equipment, yeah. But has any channel ever given any bowling balls away? Like was stated with so many, yeah. We never again. That's the other thing is people kept asking me, oh, have you ever done the giveaway? You can go to their channels and look at their numbers. It was pretty clearly stated in the giveaway. This is how many subs they need to get to. Every channel was going to give. There was actually Josh Shoemaker got to 2,000. He gave something away. Bowling Fix got to their number. They gave their prize away. But the rest of the channels never got to their numbers. So having not gotten to their numbers to trigger a giveaway, they didn't give anything away. Simple math. And if you have a question, you can go to their channel. You can check their sub numbers. That's how that works. The numbers are right there. Yeah. The numbers are right there on the front of the channel. If you go to somebody's channel, it's got the sub number just right up there front and center. Anyhow.
Oh, the YouTube algorithm changes.
Definitely not back to right-handed bowling, though. It is. I'm not going back to righty. Not happening.
No, and the wife would be pissed.
Yeah. No, I'm going to start flipping videos is what I'm going to do. Left-handed, two-handed, highly doubtful. That's definitely not going to happen. It's bad.
It's hilarious.
I would love to hear your take on how the YouTube algorithm actually works. Well, I don't think it does actually work is the problem. I think what the deal is with YouTube is that it's based around promoting videos that are going to get them the most amount of clicks or the most amount of views, which gets them the most amount of money. So for something like this that is, I mean, so that's the trap that's really easy to fall into, because if I'm spending a bunch of time making videos that aren't getting as many views as something else, it's going to, even if they're worthwhile videos, it's one of those things that's like, okay, well, I've got to do what's in the best interest of my channel. I can either make videos that nobody wants to watch, or I can throw some easy view farming videos up and keep myself around here. YouTube, all the advertisements and stuff, that's what keeps things afloat, but this is a lot of work, and I don't want to go back into whining about, all the work it takes and whatever else. But at the same time, YouTube puts advertisements, or Google puts advertisements on YouTube videos. The advertisers pay them per views, per clicks, whatever else. So the more views they get, the more money that they're going to make. And of the advertising dollars that YouTube brings in, 55% of that goes to the YouTube channels or the creators, and 45% of that goes to Google. So their algorithm is going to be based around showing or featuring the videos that they think are going to get them the most views. So things like being consistent, putting a lot of stuff up, putting up stuff that people like to watch, and it's all broken down by demographic too, and certain types of videos. So I mean, if I'm in the sports category or I do bowling stuff, then, you know, whenever somebody's watching a bowling video, most of the time, a lot of my videos are going to be in the recommendations because that's good for YouTube's algorithm. It's good for YouTube's pocket. So, yeah, that's the other thing. Is it that hard to flip a left-hand video to right-handed in your head? I understand that if people are not used to watching that, I've gotten used to it, but I bowl on both sides of the lane. So sometimes the perspective is really hard for people to get. Sometimes it's hard for people to read ball reaction too, because especially in a video, because everything looks like it goes down the lane and then turns. You know, you've got to be really good at watching every single thing. Some people just look at the break point. They don't watch what the ball's doing down the lane. All they do is watch how sharp it turns and go, oh, this ball hooks more than that ball or something else. So, and that bowling is such a complicated sport that it's hard to get stuff on video. It's hard to explain everything. And then the other thing is, again, when I get too technical in the videos, some people are like, well, you know, the average bowler's not going to understand this. But it's like, yeah, but if I dumb everything down or put it into,
A lot of the average bowlers don't watch review videos.
yeah, easier things to understand, then everybody else is going to say, oh, this is just a channel, or this is just like a commercial or something like that. So I got to give the technical stuff for the techie people. Sorry if you don't understand that. But again, there's plenty of videos out there. Storm's pin buffer layout system videos go very in depth about teaching you what layouts do to bowling balls, and they show several different balls, and they show how the core's spinning, they show how the hole placement affects the core shape and all kinds of other stuff. So, yeah. Oh, here you go. I miss your drilling videos. Yeah, I haven't done one of those in a while because they don't really. And with this release schedule, everything's kind of all over the place. But if we start promoting a ball too early, then people kind of lose focus of what we actually have out right now that people can just go buy right now. So there's a nice little window that they like, okay, well, this is a couple weeks away, so we want to start showing people the ball. If people are interested in buying it, this is about the right window to start doing it in. Well, most of the time when I drill stuff, it's before that window. So,
If we're drilling extra stuff, then we will.
yeah, so most of the time I can't, and I would rather do a stream so that I can talk to everybody. I actually like doing the live streams. I don't, some people, I wouldn't watch somebody else do this, but that's, it's all whatever people are into. And there's a lot of people that drive for a living or get, get in an office setting and you just want to plug something in and listen. And so these actually are fun for people to plug in and listen to for a couple hours. The drilling streams here lately, it's been, haven't had the time, just need to put holes in something and move on. And a lot of the other stuff, like when we're drilling some of this stuff, we just can't show it yet. So, because we have no life. Oh, home with the COVID. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. You'll be all right, though. Yeah, going back to the comment about, I think I get about 0.02 of a cent per view. That's normally that's normally kind of the breakdown of that. So, oh, okay, well. But, so it's not like it's chump change, but at the same time, it is chump change based on the amount of time and, equipment and whatever else and everything that goes into it. So it's one of those diminishing returns things. Yes, the white mix is sick. So,
Gorgeous.
yeah.
Your
Heck yeah.
negative
Yeah, so the other thing is we have an overseas ball problem.
As in, we have a lot.
But there's another problem there too, is that they
Most
don't
don't understand overseas.
they don't like me doing videos for overseas stuff because it's nothing that somebody can walk into a pro shop and buy. So if somebody is watching me, I'm staring at a ProMotion tour right now. We've got a Trend SE. I've got all kinds of stuff where you could just, rattle a bunch of stuff off. Pink Hustle. So if I do a video for those, for example, and somebody's like, oh, cool, I really like that ball, and then they go into their pro shop and say, hey, I saw this on a video, I want this. Oh, this is overseas, it's going to cost you $300. People are going to be mad. People have been mad. Yeah, how can you complain about a job that pays 8 cents an hour? Yeah, that's actually really close. So then they need to stop releasing all the cool stuff overseas. Exactly. Have y'all seen that Super Lock yet? Here we go. Yeah, let's do that. No, no, not a Sherlock. Not a Sherlock. I put a Super Lock. Super Lock. Where's a...
Just search the highest peak.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want this video. I wanted, what's his name? I can't remember what... Okay, hopefully it'll put it in the search window or something. There we go. Shota. Shota's amazing. Alright, I'm going to put this over here on the... Alright, this is a Super Lock. Put that up there and let that go. You can't tell me that this isn't like the coolest ball you've ever seen, though. Like... Alright.
All the sexiness.
Yep, see you later, Lou. Yep. Like, look at this ball. How they make stuff like this and put it overseas. It's a lock with NEX Pearl on it. Yeah. So it's basically it's the Axiom Pearl cover on the lock core. So they do all kinds of mix and match like Mr. Potato Head stuff. If you've ever thought I want this cover on this core, it's probably been done overseas and it looks like that.
They
So
request it.
yeah.
This is not something that...
Cool, cool looking, but no promotion. Yeah, it's no promotion. I have a few. A few. The Idle Splash, the High Road Wave. We're talking some major cool stuff here. Stormball, yes. It's a Stormball. The sound on... I've got to turn the sound on, too.
Oh, jeez.
Because it's so funny listening to him. It's like, oh. Where's my... yeah, I don't know where my mouse is at. This is a problem.
I think that's going to demote
ピンアクションの破壊力がすごいですね。
No, I don't think so.
あとはね、やっぱね、こうネックスパールかなり強い表面素材来るのかなと思ったんですけど、意外と手前はスムーズに走っていってくれますね。まあでもね、やっぱね、奥の
Yeah, I know, right?
しっかりと曲がってくれます
Like,
ね。
look at that. How can you not be into overseas stuff?
いや、今回ですね。
So, yeah, I can't show too much of that. It's promotion. Darren Tang was watching one of my videos on a live stream the other day. Thanks, Darren. I can't see my cursor. I have no idea where my cursor is at up there. So this was a bad idea. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, we'll leave the breakdown premiere, the breakdown pair promotion up there. Cool.
That's just your home screen anyways.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna get back to. I'm still bowling left-handed. Sorry, we're not gonna get a one of the things is, it's kind of funny because when I started doing this, the major complaint was, well, every single video that I've tried to watch, I'd have people come into the pro shop and say every video I've tried to watch has somebody with 500 revs, hooking the whole lane, set to rock music, everything looks the same, I can't tell what's going on. And so that's kind of half why I started doing videos in the first place. Now, everybody has a 500 rev rate, one-handed and two-handed, and they're hooking the whole lane, and that's what people want to see again. So, any thoughts on the 2LS layout system? I actually have, coming to my house next week, someone who is very well versed in the 2LS layout system. I'll just say that much. So I'm going to figure out 2LS. They do have, Storm has a video coming out here before too long about the 2LS system, and it kind of changes two-handed layouts quite a bit. Makes them, yeah, it helps explain them better. It helps you get to a better place with two-handed layouts because things are kind of wonky there. So, woof. What? Where are we going? Okay. This is the other thing too, Mr. Dr. Kyle or Dr. English. I like the high volume of shots thrown. There's a lot of people that like the new style, kind of the, which I think it's a good style. I think that the uncut thing, because if you just show clip after clip after clip, obviously you can kind of tailor the video to what you want to show people, not what is actually representative of the ball motion. If you do the shot after shot after shot, you're getting everything. It's a more honest way to do it. But at the same time, I don't like 10-minute videos that show like 10 or 11 shots. It's like I want to see the ball motion. So that's why I've always tried to represent the ball motion the best that I can. Sometimes that even results in quite a few strikes getting taken out of videos. There's a lot of times where if I just tug the crap out of one and it sits there, I'll take it out. Or if I get some lucky strike or it's just a really bad shot, it's not representative of the ball. I'm not trying to show pins. I'm not trying to show pins going down. I'm trying to show good ball reaction or ball reaction that's representative of what that ball actually does. And it's going to be different for everybody on different conditions. So, yeah, 10-minute videos with 3 shots are the worst. It's like, yeah, I mean, I appreciate that they're putting every shot in there. They're not pulling any punches. They're not taking shots out. They're not showing nothing but strikes or whatever. But I'm just trying to show good ball, or I'm just not good ball reaction, just accurate ball reaction, because that's what people are watching a video for. They're watching to see what that bowling ball does. Obviously, people aren't stupid enough to think that some new ball does nothing but strike. That's ridiculous. And so trying to show a video with nothing but strikes is not trying to pull wool over somebody's eyes or try to convince them that, oh, this ball just strikes all the time. You need one of these. Nobody's that dumb.
Insert every buzzword.
So, yeah. So, and that's the other thing is that, I've got 15,000 subs now. Thanks, everybody. But I can't make everybody happy. And in trying to make everybody happy, stuff's getting really watered down and really spread thin. It's getting really repetitive. I'm putting a lot of videos up, but it's just dumb stuff most of the time. I like doing the live streams. This is fun. I like doing the drilling streams. Not everybody's going to be into that. I like doing the more technical videos. Not everybody's going to be into that. And it got to the point where it was kind of like, well, I'm spending a bunch of time on these videos, or like on the opinion videos, and those are the ones, like the opinion.
Report cards are coming back.
Yeah, the report card. Yeah, I completely forgot about the report cards. So we're going to start doing that again. I've got a few of those to write. But, and this is the thing. It's so important to buy the ball and see if you like it. If you don't, you can always find someone at your center to sell it discounted, throw everything you can afford to. That's a big help. The one, and I've said this before, the one thing that you can really take away from ball reviews, unless you watch several of them, you need to watch several of them and make sure that everybody's saying kind of somewhat the same thing. If you watch 4 or 5 ball videos like the Zen Master and everybody's saying, oh yeah, this is really, it hooks a lot, but it's really early and slow, then it's like, okay, then that gives you a basis for comparison. Or the other way is to develop a kind of correlation with what I get and what you get. And so if I get a ball and I say, okay, well, this one's really flippy, and you get it and it's a little bit smoother for you, and then the next ball I say, okay, this is a little bit on the smoother side, and then it's smoother for you than it is for me, then you've got a correlation going. So you can look at something and say, okay, well, it's going to be a little bit earlier and smoother for me than it is for him. So you can figure something out that way. Or by watching ball comparisons. So the more comparisons you can see, rated series, rated playlists, get in the playlist, turn it on. Don't ask me questions. Actually ask me questions, just Google, again, Google and the YouTube search bar is your friend. And a lot of the playlists, like the first thing when somebody asks me a comparison question, I'm thinking, okay, well, I've got reviews out for both of these. I have rated episodes for both of these. The rated ones have numbered ratings for the balls in there. How much video have you actually watched before asking me a question? Watching a ball roll is going to be infinitely more valuable than asking me a question and waiting 3 days for me to answer the question, if YouTube actually gets me the notification that you left a comment. So yeah, the report card in-depth videos are really good, but those didn't get as much, as many views. And so I tried to strike a balance between, it's like, it's not just view farming. That's the other thing, is if I put up a video that gets, 20,000 views, and I put up one that gets 5,000, I'm going to read that as, okay, well, people just don't really want, not near as many people want to watch this video. So why am I going to spend my time making stuff that people aren't really interested in or don't want to watch? So I'm not saying, oh, okay, well, the views sucked on this one, so I'm going to make something else that's going to get me a bunch of views. That's not the point. The point is, I want to make stuff that you guys want to watch. And if you don't want to watch it, then I'm not going to spend my time making that when I can spend my time making something else that you'd rather watch. So that's what the biggest point is. It's not just the, oh, I got to get views, I got to get views, I got to get views. That's not the point. Now, some of the videos that I like making the most are the ones that get some of the fewer views, but I think I'm going to start going back to that. The opinion videos were the ones that were the most negatively received. My like to dislike ratio was rather unpleasant on those, but they were fun. They got people talking. I was able to get some jabs in there and, poke the bear and whatever else. So, oh yeah, somebody said, I got stuck in the middle of this. Somebody said like 15 minutes ago that you're really liking Angel's release and how she was bowling. Angel's axis point has changed. I'm going to make a video about that because her layouts have been 5 by 3.5 by 3.5, but I've noticed that she started spinning the ball more lately, and fortunately I have videos back with her old axis point, and now the way she's throwing it now, she's got more tilt. It's actually improved her scores. It's improved her carry percentage, whatever else. So it's actually a good change. But all of her layouts went from 5 by 3.5 by 3.5 to like,
All change because I have
yeah, to 4 1/8, by 3 3/8 by 2.5. Or in dual angle language, they went to 30 by 4 1/8 by 40. And so her axis point went from like 5 1/8 over and a half up to like 4 1/8 over and 7/8 up. So her layouts have changed. I need to get that updated. Yeah, the reaction doctor videos were good. Lining up on the lanes, the carry percentage, yeah, all that stuff is what I used, and that stuff takes longer to do than to throw together some stupid Rated Rumble video just to get people to stop asking questions. You know, again, it's not, I have no problem with questions. If you ask a question, I'm going to answer it. I may be gritting my teeth and grumbling the whole time, but I'm going to answer the question.
Only if it's already been answered.
But yeah, that's the thing, is if you can't go into a playlist and watch a couple videos, if I'm having to make Rated Rumble videos because you can't go into a playlist and click on a couple of videos, that's dumb.
I'm gonna do this one
And
next.
I would rather
It's Labor
spend...
Day.
Okay, yeah, I can wear that one Monday. Yeah, I like videos that show the ball up and down from the ball that's being reviewed, and part of that was... okay, I'm going to make rated videos for these anyway. The more balls I put in reviews, the longer it takes, and nobody's going to sit there and watch a 15-minute ball review. So some of it is just, okay, we're going to compare this to this one ball. We're going to go in-depth on this. The rated episodes are going to come out, and then you can watch to your heart's content. You can compare a proton physics to an Electrify Pearl if you want to. I'm not going to make a video for that, but you can. Yeah. Yeah, I would much rather, that's what I started telling the wife, is that I have spent 4 days making this video that's rendering right now. This one comparison video, I spent 4 days making it. I would much rather sit down here and read comments and talk to people and have a drink for a couple hours than spend 4 days making a comparison video.
But it's one comparison video versus like 10 Rated Rumbles.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is I could make a bunch of Rated Rumbles, and I could get 2,000 or 3,000 views a pop, but that's dumb. I don't want to be one of these channels that just throws a bunch of nonsense up to milk views out of people. I want to go back to doing what people started following the channel for in the first place. And it's actually making good videos, which I did once upon a time. Now the last couple reviews have been pretty good. The reviews are good. I still put the full amount of effort into those. The rest of the stuff on the back end, I just throw together whatever people are interested in or seem like they want to watch. But the Sport League Essentials series was what hooked me on the channel. Yeah, I'd like to... Now, the Sport Essentials are going to be a little bit further and fewer and further between, because I want to make sure that I capture several different releases within that. So I have some more stuff to talk about, so that I'm not just making a separate... And that's the thing, is that there's so many different things I can do, but if I do the regular review and then a rated and then a Sport Essentials for it and then a whatever else, I mean, there's so much to dive into that... And people would rather watch 10 2-minute videos than one 20-minute video. And so that was kind of the idea behind a lot of this stuff too, is like I break it down into little bite-sized specific things. So I'll do one video for this and a video for this and a video for this. But by the time you get done with that, then what you end up with is the same stuff in several different videos. And so that's how I kind of explain the Rated Rumble thing. Somebody said, well, it's just, or several people said, well, it's just the rated videos together. There's no new information, there's no new video, it's no new anything. You're just putting two videos together and showing them. I'm like, yes, I know. Because people can't figure out the rated playlist. I don't know what that's about. But some of the other stuff, like if you go back and I did several comparison videos for the Phase 3, the UFO, some other stuff that Nuclear Cell, Omega Crux.
UFO was the biggest one.
Yeah, I started putting out a bunch of comparison videos when I released the review. So I'd have the review, and then and that was actually those actually worked out really well. I think for all my Phase 3 videos, I got something like 200,000 views for just that group of Phase 3 videos. But it was 2 weeks worth of solid work making those videos, and I still had people asking for comparisons. I still had people asking for nonsensical stuff. I still had a bunch of questions, and I completely forgot where I was going with this.
It started with the rather watch
Hmm.
2-minute videos versus a 20-minute video.
Oh no, I remember now.
Okay.
But I found myself, I do the review, I do this comparison, and that comparison, and another comparison. There's only so many different things that I can say about one ball. There's only so many different things I could find to, and you'll have to excuse my I'm not getting drunk off of a couple glasses of this. This is sour ale. You've never had a sour? This is Boulevard's Bramble On Fodder Sour Ale with blackberries. It's very tart and it's very sour.
Do you want some water?
So it's puckering me up. Huh? No, I'm good. I'm good. But it's very puckering. So I take a drink and my mouth kind of goes like that. So yeah, I've got a Phase 3 that I need to reslug, and then I've got another Phase 3 which is the prettiest pour that you've ever seen, and I'm pretty sure you got to get that ball out now.
Not at the moment. You're just gonna.
Okay. I'm just going to ramble for a little bit, but I really like the Phase 3. It's definitely very hit and miss. It's very sensitive to friction. You've got to have the oil volume for it because it will puke on friction, but when it's good, it's dumb. Absolutely dumb. And I got one as a backup because I didn't know if and when they were going to discontinue it, and I wanted to have at least one more, and it's just the coolest looking pour I've ever seen on anything.
Okay.
My Reality pour is really awesome too because it's very blue and purple. There's not a whole lot of that pink or that reddish pink in there, and it's yeah, tons of phasing, very mixed up. It doesn't look like anybody else's Reality. It's up there behind the Phase 3 SE.
No, this is the Phase 3 right here.
Oh, okay. The 3 SE is behind it. The Reality, by the way. Oh, so the other thing. I'm starting another series, which I think is going to be really cool. I'm going to call it The Replacements. So I'm going to start doing a series about, okay, so if you had this ball, say like an astrophysics. If you had an astrophysics, you really liked it, something happened to it. Oh my God, it's great. It's okay. You can take that stuff now. Buy Belmo stickers. Bowlersmart.com. Follow my link.
I'll just slide one out of the way here.
Yeah. This mix has got to stay though. This thing's awesome. This is the coolest pour I have ever seen. I really like this color, and it's got a bunch of this kind of bluish, greenish, silverish color in it. That's just one of the coolest pours I've ever seen, period. So, anyway, we're going to leave that there. So, so I'm going to start. So if something's been discontinued, the Reality is what really brought this up. It's basically a Sherlock. And so there's a lot of people that have said, hey, I had this old ball. I really liked it. Is there anything new that's like it? And we all have these balls that is something like an Idol that got discontinued. And so what now? It's like, okay, well, I want another Idol, but I'm not spending $200, $250, $300 on one. What now is close enough to the Idol that I can, get away with it or make it work or whatever else? And so I'm going to start doing videos on, past popular balls. Probably the Sherlock and Reality are going to be my first one because the Reality is basically a Sherlock.
But
if you had
the video's not going to be great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, some of the video, it's not going to be the greatest video because I'm going to have to use old video, which is on the old camera and right-handed. So it's not going to be great video, sorry. But if you had a Sherlock and you really liked it, buy a Reality. It's the same ball. An all-time 1-6 sport collection arsenal. That's a good idea. I like that. Oh, Swift cookies? What Luke is drinking is delicious, by the way. Yes. Oh, heck yeah. Can my promotion replace my idol? I actually prefer the promotion to the idol. And I have a bunch of promotions because people are only just now realizing how good the promotion is. It's one of those balls
And if you go back to your original review,
that,
you said
yeah,
it was the best ball of all time.
that's what I'm going to say. I knew right off the bat this ball was money. I made a million videos about it.
Belmo even sent you something.
Yeah, Belmo sent me something. Verity Crawley won her first title with the promotion here just a couple months ago. There's a lot of people looking for him now. It took me a couple years, but I got Mr. James, Shimwrecker Enterprises, in love with the promotion. But I knew about it from day one. Now people are trying to find him because they're like, oh, well, this is a really good sport ball. It's like, yeah, that's what I was saying initially. But everybody's like, well, it doesn't turn sideways. It doesn't hook. It died. It whatever else. It's like, no, it didn't. You don't know what you're doing.
Operator error.
So, my Phase 2's dying. Replace it with Axiom Solid or a Zen Master. The Zen Master's really close. It's a little earlier and smoother. They do still have the Phase 2s. I know that some people you'd rather just, get something new or get something fresh, something similar but different. The Zen Master's probably the closest thing to a Phase. It's a little earlier, it's a little smoother, but it's the closest thing to a Phase 2 that's out right now, unless you just get another Phase 2. That's normally what I recommend doing, and a lot of people do that. A lot of the pros do it. That's why they stash stuff. That's why we stash stuff, because at least you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah, there's some that you can get replacements for, but there's other ones I want that.
Yeah. This is the other thing. I'm going to blow people's minds here too, because I have an original Phase that everybody hated, and I'm going to take it out and show everybody how it's exactly the Zen. The original Phase is the Zen. I'm not buying another Zen. But the Phase is the Zen. The people hated the Phase 5 years ago, but it's a Zen. And the other thing, what Riley said, Storm made a motive ball, and everyone now is realizing it. The Zen, Storm made a Brunswick ball with the Zen, and everybody loves it. Motive made a Storm ball with the Ripcord Velocity, and everybody loves it. Storm made a Motive ball with the ProMotion, and everybody hated it. But that's okay, because I have a bunch of them stashed now, and I got them cheap because nobody wanted them. Yeah. Zen Master and Supersonic roll almost identical for me, and I said that to a lot of people. Very supersonic-y. That core is super heavy rolling. It really wants to get started up early. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to drop something on y'all. Every time I see a promotion on Facebook, I think Luke passed this one up. Luke has 16 promotions. New in box. And because nobody likes them, I didn't spend that much on them. So every time, I really appreciate everybody that tags me in all the promotion posts on Facebook, but I have 16.
And the wife has a certain number they have to be under.
I have 18 total because I still have the original lefty one I drilled. I just drilled a new one to have a freshie, so I actually have 18 in my possession. I've even given a couple away.
Actually, you gave your rating away.
Yeah, I know. No, my original lefty one. I didn't say my original righty one.
Oh, okay.
I've given a few of them away. So, Luke is not selling any promotions.
No.
I'm going to be 80 years old, and one of those old guys in the senior leagues is going, yeah, this blue ball that I got, I really like this one. I'm going to be like the old guys that had the blue hammer, or like this 3D offset that've been throwing it for 20 or 30 years. I do not have a 14, unfortunately. Yeah, enough. No, see, that's the other thing. This cover's really durable. I've got enough promotions to last me until I'm 80.
I get a couple of them.
Promotion giveaway. Yep. No. Anyhow. So, another recap. I'm getting back to having a little bit more fun. I'm getting back to no more nonsensical, repetitive, stupid videos. I'm not going to recycle stuff. I'm still going to make the rated videos because I think those are really helpful. Or if somebody would rather watch a 1.5-minute review or Reader's Digest version of it, I think that series is really good and it's really helpful. Because it gives you all the information, it gives you a little snapshot of the ball reaction, you can compare it to any other ball that you want to compare it to, and that helps you learn at the same time. Like the Rated Rumble crap doesn't help anybody learn anything. It's a crutch, it's an easy button, it's a whatever else because you can't get into a playlist and click on 2 different videos. Okay. You got to learn, there's no shortcuts in bowling, there's no way to make it mathematical. You can try to get it there as close as possible, but there's just no way to do it. You have to learn the stuff. You know, I remember used to, you know, when I had a book report in school, I would have to go to the library, find the book and read the book instead of get on Google, search something, and find it. I had to type stuff up on an actual typewriter. Yeah, Cliff's Notes, exactly. The kids don't know what Cliff's Notes are anymore.
So that's Google now.
Yeah, that's Google. Google is better than Cliff's Notes. But anyhow, so we're going to get back to doing stuff like that. I'm going to get back to making opinion videos. I'm going to remember to do report cards.
I will help.
I'm going to make actual dedicated comparison videos again instead of the Rated Rumbles where the Rated Rumbles take exactly 30 minutes to put together. I make a couple slides, I make a thumbnail, I put the 2 rated videos together, and it's pretty easy to do, and that's kind of what I was kind of happy to be doing that, but at the same time, they're dumb. So I'm going to make dedicated comparison videos. Hopefully I don't spend 4 days on the next one I do. So otherwise, y'all are getting 1 video a week, if that. Yeah, that's why I want my Hustle Wine video. They're back ordered. We ordered them a month ago. And actually, Angel's doing the wine. We're going to do it like we do with the burners. I wanted the camo, she wanted the wine, so, oh, well.
No, you stuck me with the wine.
Okay.
I wanted the camo.
Okay, well, we can switch it up. You can do the camo and I'll do the wine.
No, I'll just take your camo when you don't use it.
No. Well, I don't need a camo because I don't like the burner solid, so.
For the review, we'll just do one of each. And
Yeah.
I'll just take it when you're done with it.
I'll have to plug it then, though. Plug-in camo is not going to be fun. Yeah. The wine is not going to be close to the wrap. Because despite
But you
their
need camo for the
their dumb chart, they hit the reset button on all their covers. So E-Trax kept getting stronger, 18, 19, 20. VTC kept getting stronger, 18, 19, 20. The Hustle Wine is going to be a lot weaker than the Hustle Wrap. I would bet money on it. It's still going to be flippy, but the wrap hooks. The wrap and PBR actually hook. Like, they're strong. These are, the wine and the camo are definitely going to be responsive, but I don't think they're going to be strong. Stronk. Yeah, if you need questions answered, join the Patreon. Single question, yeah.
I'll get a link here.
Yeah, James has been in there doing some stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, he hasn't been in there for a while, but
He's in the tournament this weekend. So
yeah, the wrap cover is basically an idle pearl. I mean, it's a couple, it's a 20 points lower on the differential from being an idle pearl. Wine, yeah, the wine is going to be more like the old. It's going to be more like the AU. It's not going to be that smooth, I don't think. Hustle Pow, stuff like that. The camo is going to be back to like Hustle Ink strength. If you take a Hustle Ink and you put it against a Hustle PBR at the same surface, the PBR is going to outhook it by an arrow.
That's why you were getting the.
Those are crazy strong.
You got an 8.
What is you don't like about the Burner Solid? Do you think you would like the Pearl more? The Burner Solid needs the polish off of it, but I generally don't like lower end stuff anyway because it's all shiny to make it look good most of the time. The PBR is a rare exception. The Electrify Solid's going to be polished. But it's just the factory shine on it just doesn't work with a low differential. It's kind of a medium differential actually, but a lower differential, weaker cover ball. I just don't. It needs the shine off of it. It's just not strong enough to actually grab or get any kind of traction, and so it kind of hydroplanes on the oil and it jerks off the dry. If you get it in the dry, it turns sideways, and if you catch a little bit of oil, it just skates for days. And so it was kind of over-under, but I was throwing it kind of over-under. Again, I was trying to become the lefty Chris Prather. That didn't go well. So I'm back to being the stunt double of a poor man's Matt McNeil. But I'm throwing it really heckin' good. So, anyway.
He wants some money. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
He kind of knows what he's doing.
Almost considered getting a tropical, but the guy talked me out of it. The tropical surges are different than the tropical storms. The tropical storms had virtually 0 core in them. The tropical surges are basically like the ride and the joyride. Where's the HSB staying in the hustle line? The HYB was sanded the HSB. Angel actually has an HSB staring at me. VTC H18 1500 grit polish. It's going to be pretty close to a wine. I think it's a little smoother. But we're back to VTC, period. Same core. Just reset for strengths. So, yeah, there's a fly in there. A dog needs to get on it. The tropical heats, yeah. The tropical heats were good. And then the tropical storms went back to the really weak entry-level stuff. And now the tropical surges are back into, like, tropical heat territory. Yeah, Missile needs to get up here and kill that fly. So... the fly is after my hooch. Yes. Someone needs to make a deep dive video in different moves for transition. That's a great idea. Throwing a slow ball into the dry, letting it blend. That's what I did with my lane conditioning video, kind of, for nationals on the team pattern. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can take Angel out, and I'll get a bunch of video of her just bowling and the moves that we need to make for her transition. Yeah, phrasing on that one. Yeah, I knew it as soon as I said it. I pulled a Brad Miller. Yeah, have the Zen Master with Lane Shine. It's almost identical to my Phase 2. Yeah, the Zen Master, it's really, really chunky out of the box. Once it gets some Lane Shine, it's going to be better. But
you've got snappy backhands, get it.
Yeah, I hated mine, but I'm not going to throw it. That's the thing, is it's not exactly like I hated it, but I'm not going to throw it over a promotion. I'm not going to throw it over an idle. I'm not going to throw it over a Phase 2, so what's the point? So, yeah. So I'm probably going to make an opinion video about that. It's going to be really good for some people in some situations. It's a very niche ball.
Because you don't have an SRG for this one, so that's...
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be a good ball, a really good ball for some people in some situations, but not for a lot of people in most situations. So
gauge it works.
Yeah, the two Rotogrip hyped balls, they keep getting pushed back.
Oh,
That was just unfortunate timing, major unfortunate timing, because the MVP Attitude and the MVP Pearl were kind of on the way out. They had the two hyped balls ready to go back in like March. They were ready to come out, and then the whole industry went crazy, and so they backed the announcement up, and then they announced them, and then they backed the release date up, and then they backed it up again.
Well, they did say that people are buying balls more than they were even before shutdown.
Yeah, before the COVID thing, like the bowling industry is bigger now than it ever has been.
So it's not because of COVID.
Oh, depth charge. Yep. I have a depth charge. Actually, I have some. They're within arm's length or arm's reach here. So, depth charge. Really like this one. This is Prothane LT Pearl or something like that. Depth charge. This was an oldie bit of goodie. Had a lot of weight hole. Don't tell anybody. I don't throw it anymore.
That was tired.
Angel's got one. Yeah, this one's retired. Still hasn't cracked. Good stuff. Depth charge. Whoops. Do that. Supercharge.
How do I do this?
Monsoon Solid. This was a good one. Supercharge. Weight hole. Back in the day of stack leverage and weight holes, that's hilarious. Dusty. El Nino 2000, my first 300 ball. I still have it. El Nino 2000. Some old good ones there. Triple X Factor. I did have a Triple X Factor. I had an X Factor Triple Extreme. I had all the X Factors. I think I had all of them. Holy crap. Yeah, we've arrived at the show off the stash portion of the stream. Yeah. Yeah, I remember throwing an X Factor all the time. That X Factor, Greg, traveled around. Eric drilled it for me. I threw it for a while. Then I gave it to Eric. Eric threw it for a while. Then Eric gave it to Stewie. Stewie threw it for a while. Gave it back to Eric, and then Eric gave it back to me, and I started throwing it again. So, yeah. What die kit do you like for doing plug? I use several different die kits. The Storm kit is very flat like Crayola colors. I don't use those very often because they don't really make bowling balls that are... I'm not going to plug a Phase 3 with flat Crayola colors.
They're good to mix in.
Yeah, they're good to mix in if you need a flat color for... like a Zen Master or a Phase 2 or something like that. They're the very flat colors. Those work out great for that. But if you need bright colors, I have Motive magenta, gold, and silver. Motive makes the best pearls by a long shot. And then the Vice color kit. The Vice color kit is kind of some of the neons and the brighter colors. Yep. I had a Vertigo, Ace, and a Reloaded. The red shoes are Under Armour Hovers. They are not actual bowling shoes. They've kind of become my signature, though, actually, because people ask me more about that than virtually anything else. But I learned to bowl lefty with a right-handed pair of shoes with like some SST6s or something. And so I just had to plant. And it keeps me slow, it keeps me in time, and I never have approach problems. My knee, leg, whatever else hurts so much less. Frickin' fly. Missile. Storm Dog, what are you doing, Storm Dog? Yeah, this fly is annoying. What are you doing, Storm Dog? You tired? I see the yawns over there. And I totally forgot what I was talking about again. Storm distracted me. The shoes. I plant. And so I never have approach problems anymore. And that's the one thing is people say, well, God, planting's got to kill your leg. It's got to kill your knee, whatever else. No, it's so much better because I don't stick. I don't slide too much. I don't have those random. That's when you hurt yourself, is when you are expecting to slide and you don't, or when you expect to not slide, you slide too much. I have the same exact finish every time. I just walk up there and plant. So my leg, knee hurts so much less. Is so much less sore, whatever else.
But you don't plant hard.
No, I don't.
Step.
I don't run up there and plant. I step into it. But it's like stepping into throwing a baseball or a softball or something. And if that doesn't hurt, then why would earthquake, dog quake.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, heard the tail swishing.
Oh, okay.
Well, and that's the thing is I learned how to plant and I tried to learn how to slide and that didn't go well at all. I thought I was gonna die, and so I stopped doing that and just went back to planting. There's actually a lot of people that do plant. On the Women's U.S. Open show, there's Shannon Pluhowski plants and Stephanie Zavala plants. I have some other friends that also plant. And so if you do that, there's no reason to wear bowling shoes. I did wear bowling shoes. I got them righty and then I switched to lefty and I just put, the traction soles on both sides. And
The Velcro.
yeah, one of the pads split because I had the 9s and they split and one of the pads split. It was one of my original pads from the first pair of the 9s that I bought like 4 or 5 years ago. So if you're interested in shoes, those things are crazy durable. I had a pair of the original black 9s. Those lasted for 2 years. They look brand new still. And then I had to get the BOA color shifts, and I had those for 2 years. And those are still in good shape too. And all that happened is I lost one sole. And I lost the traction sole that was 4 or 5 years old. And I thought, okay, well, instead of spending $40 on another slide sole, I'm just going to wear tennis shoes. And so I had some bright orange obnoxious tennis shoes. I'm like, I'm just going to make these my bowling shoes. And it's been really cool. So
And they're super comfy.
yeah, all the cool pairs of shoes are women's. I've been saying this for years because every single time we go shoe shopping, the guys have all the bland, dumb colors and all of like really cool, colorful stuff are women's shoes. And I just look at them like, well, I love those, so they're definitely women's shoes.
So you buy them for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't ever have to change slide soles or anything like that.
Yeah, if you
So-
fall down because the approaches are slick, somebody done screwed up.
Yeah.
I
So,
think Rob said that today.
yeah. So to recap, to get back into it, because there's a lot of people that are watching now that weren't watching earlier, we're going to go back to the Rated Rumbles are going because those are stupid. Never doing one of those again. I'm going back to dedicated comparisons. I have a UC2 versus UFO Alert versus RSTX2 video coming out at some point.
Should be posted.
It's
tomorrow.
rendering right now. But it's 13 and a half minutes long. A bunch of cool techie stuff in there. It's a dedicated comparison. They're all asymmetric. They're all E-Trax based. So there's a lot of overlap there, but there's also a lot of kind of nuances and differences in there. So instead of just posting a couple Rated Rumble videos, I'm making an actual dedicated comparison again. I'm going to try to get rid of the repetitive nonsense and get back to good videos. What, did you stab yourself?
No, the white came through the black.
What's wrong with that?
The black and the bolt, you're gonna see the thread.
Okay. Yes, got in a bit late. Any particular reason you're ditching the rated rumbles? So here's the deal. Once again, I started the rated series because there's some people that don't like watching 8-minute reviews. I get that. I don't want to, I'll watch a review for a couple minutes and I'll see what I need to see and I'll move on. But I created the rated series because, number one, I made a bunch of dedicated comparisons. I started doing a lot of comparison videos for like the nuclear cell, phase 3, UFO, Omega, whatever else. And it would take me 2 solid weeks to make the 7 or 8 videos that I'd put up on release day. And, there's a lot of people, when I'd go through those, it's like, well, there's only so many different things I can say about the phase 3. So I'd make... I'd have to talk about it for 2 or 3 minutes in the video, but I was saying the same stuff over and over and over again. And I would get a lot of questions asked. So no matter how many comparison videos I made, I got questions for more comparisons, whether they made any sense or not. Or it's like, hey, can you do this video or this video? I'm like, well, it took me 4 or 5 hours to put this one together. So I can't just, spend all of my time. I don't have that kind of time. I just don't. Not to mention, I don't know why you need a phase 3 compared to an idol or something. Like, that makes no sense. But, so I thought with the rated stuff, I thought, okay, well, and there's a lot of times too, like I travel for work, and so there's some times where it's 2 or 3 days before I can get back to a question, and that's if YouTube notifies me. So there's a lot of stuff that I miss because I just don't get the notification for it. I even have a comments section. They have a dedicated comments section where I can just go in. I don't even have to go to the video. I don't have to look at notifications. I can just go into a comments, and they sometimes don't even show up there. And so rather than waiting 2 or 3 days for me to get back to a question, I thought, well, the rated, I had a great idea for the series. I'm like, okay, well, I can make little 1.5-minute videos, little snapshots, Reader's Digest versions, Cliff Notes versions, or whatever else, and put them all in a playlist, and you can compare any ball you want to any other ball in less than 3 minutes. So if you have a question about something, you can compare, you can do all these nonsensical comparisons. If you want to compare a proton physics to a electrified pearl, you can do that. And have ratings for them too, have numbered ratings for them. And you can just go in there and go back and forth or just watch the entire playlist or whatever else. That's going to save me a lot of time on questions. It's going to save you having to wait for 2 or 3 days for me to get back to a question. You're going to be able to see ball reaction instead of just listening to whatever comments I send back to you. And you're going to get ratings with them too. So there's no reason for you to not be able to just get into the playlist and do whatever you want to do. Well, I actually got more questions on the rated videos, more comparison questions. I'm sitting here thinking, this is the whole reason I built this. This is the whole reason I did this, so that instead of you asking a question, you could watch a Zen Master video and watch a Phase 2 video, get the information that you want and move on. I got more questions, and then, so I thought, okay, well, the rated rumble, people, it was like, well, I want to see, compare, what happened to your comparison videos? I want to see those. And so I thought, okay, well, people can't figure out this rated concept, so I'm going to make rated comparison videos. This is going to be super easy. All I have to do is take one rated video, put it with another rated video, and do some little, fancy graphical nonsense, and make a video. And it's going to take me 15, 20 minutes to put some of these together so I can have comparison videos. They're simple, they're short, they got ratings on them, whatever else is going to be easy. But and I still kept getting questions. And so I'm like, okay, I've got the reviews. I've got the rated series. Now I'm doing rated rumbles, and people are waiting for new rated rumbles to come out, and it's like, when are you going to do this one, or when are you going to do this one? It's like, they already exist. You just have to click on this one video and then go into the playlist, find the other video and click on it, and you have your rated rumble. But there's a lot of people that were saying that, well, the stuff's getting is like, why are you doing the rated rumbles? Because it's just the same stuff, repeated, rehashed, whatever else. So, Ginyu Force jersey. Oh, heck yeah. Need to get the Gohan SSJ4 or whatever. Go Tanks.
You are talking a language I don't understand.
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Gohan and Trunks. Anyhow.
Over my head.
But, so, recently I've been complaining to Angel that I'm weeks behind on videos because I had all these rated rumbles planned for the Zen Master came out, the X2 came out. I'm like, I have to compare it to this one and that and whatever else. And people are complaining about them the whole time, and I'm like, well, they're absolutely right. This is just dumb. Because the whole reason for the rated series is so that you could create the comparisons yourself. The rated rumbles are just one rated video plus another rated video in the same video. So I'm spending all my time making rumble videos because people can't figure out the rated concept, instead of making actual good videos, because there's people that are either too lazy or whatever else to figure out how the rated playlist works. And so I'm spending all my time doing repetitive nonsense when I could be making good videos. So,
Going back to making good videos.
yeah.
To sum it up,
Yeah, people gonna people. I had a frickin' I found a meme the other day. Where is this meme? Yeah. As a kid, I used to watch The Wizard of Oz and wonder how someone could talk if they didn't have a brain. Then I got social media. Hashtag people. Dear Lord. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, TLDR, Bowler's gonna complain, people gonna people. Exactly, yes. So people want opinion videos. There goes my dream rated rumble of the UFO alert and the gyro. Slow golf clap. But anyway, no, I'm spending all my time doing dumb nonsense instead of making actual good videos. And that's the thing, is those were a whole lot easier to put out. I could get up a whole lot more videos that way, but it's just dumb, repetitive crap. And so I wonder why my views have gone down. YouTube just generally sucks. And there's a lot of people making videos now, but at the same time, if I'm making crap videos that's a combination of videos I've already put up, then that's why people aren't watching them. I wouldn't watch them either. And so that's the thing, is that I got back to, is like, the business
you
kind
wanna
of,
make videos that you want to watch and that your viewers want to watch.
yeah, I don't even want to watch them while I'm putting them together. So that's the other thing. So I spent a lot of my time catering to people who couldn't figure out how to work a playlist and kind of chasing some easy views. It's like, well, I don't have time to do this. I'm just going to put up a rated rumble and we'll be done with it. But I wouldn't watch that crap. I mean, if I was a viewer and I'm wondering, it's like, oh my gosh, my views are down and other people are making good videos now and I don't know. It's like, well, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You're being an idiot.
Because it's one of these things in business that people will they'll start a business because of something that they're really passionate about, and it'll get really big really quick, and then all of a sudden at some certain point you have to start thinking about the numbers. I am at the point where I have to start thinking about the numbers because I'm so invested, I'm so involved, that I have to be getting something back in return, because I'm spending 40, 50, 60 hours a week doing this in addition to my regular day job. And so that's why I've got the Cool Wix stuff, and I'm on with Bowler's Mart now, and Turbo, Storm, SRG, BBFS. That's why I'm picking up these sponsors, because otherwise it's just, I can't do this. I can't spend 40 hours a week or all my free time. We haven't been golfing in 3 years. It's been 3 years since we've been golfing. I bought
All of our vacations are bowling.
Yeah, all of our vacations are around bowling. They're either bowling tournaments or they're an extra couple days that we stay somewhere, but we're there because of a bowling tournament. I bought a $200 Odyssey putter before the YouTube thing went full time, I guess. I think I maybe played 3 or 4 rounds with it. And I have not been able to we have not had the time to get out golfing since, because I travel for work. I leave Monday morning, I get back Thursday, bowling, 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 bowling. We go to sleep, we get into bed at midnight Sunday night, and then I get up and pack and leave again. So it's just nothing but bowling constantly, and I have to think about the numbers. I have to. And so that's what kind of makes it tough. It's like, well, I want to make good stuff, but I also want to get numbers. Making good stuff doesn't get you numbers. So it can, but that's the other thing, is that, again, going back to it, people start a business because they're passionate about it. They start doing something, and then at some certain point it'll grow, it gets bigger, then you have to start, then you get employees, or then you get whatever else. You start having to think about numbers, because all of a sudden the numbers get really important. And so people tend to kind of do things that they wouldn't have otherwise done. They compromise creatively, or they take deals that they wouldn't otherwise take because the money's good. That's what a lot of the bowlers are kind of looking like NASCAR drivers now, because they got to take these sponsorships because they need the money to keep the boat afloat. I can't justify continuing to do this if I don't at least get comp the balls for the videos, because I've got $5,000 worth of video equipment, computers and camera and whatever else. Oh yeah, it's almost time for nap time. But
you're supposed to be having fun, not complaining about.
well, I have fun complaining. That's my favorite pastime, is whining about stuff.
I'm gonna take this needle someplace else. Those that don't know, I'm stitching patches.
Yeah, she's stitching patches on my Cool Wick jerseys. Rosedoll 10 for 10% off at coolwick.com. The link to Bowler's Mart's in the Bowler's Mart link.
No, the Nerf darts are about to come back.
Follow my link, buy some stuff.
Who wants to see some Nerf darts?
Yeah.
They have to come back out.
Yeah, it's astounding how often people will flat out ignore keywords when you say stuff too, where you'll say, sometimes this happens, they'll act like you said it always does. There have been several, you would be astounded how many times that people will get on a review, they'll watch the review, and then they'll comment and say, well, how does this ball compare to this ball? And I will tell them, I literally compared these two balls in this video. So well, how does this compare to this? I compared the two balls in the video. I spent 2 solid minutes on that comparison ball that you asked a question about. What the heck? Flashy DBZ power-up effects and Kai Blast effects to the videos. I have those available, by the way. So, yeah, bowling industry made it far too confusing to the public by using strong and weak when compared. Yeah, the terminology's bad, and people think strong is sharp, and that's absolutely not what it is. That's kind of why I did the comparison video on those 3 balls that I did. That should be coming out tomorrow. But the thumbnail is clearly a Hadouken. It's my version of a Hadouken, which is stupidity. But yeah, I hate the fact that YouTube almost forces clickbaity titles to get anywhere too, but it's what people draw to. And that's the thing, is I'm kind of falling behind the times on that stuff. Everybody else that posts something, this ball review better than this ball, or the next this ball, or whatever else, it's clickbaity titles and clickbaity thumbnails and whatever else, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to keep making techie thumbnails, and I'm going to keep putting video game music in the intro and whatever else, and that's kind of going the way of the dinosaur, but that's what I do, and I don't want to get into the other stuff. I don't want to get into the other nonsense. And I started getting into the nonsense because I need the views to make this worth it. I have to get a certain amount of views to show to the people that are backing me or that are sponsoring me, hey, this is still worth your time to invest in me. And if not, I can't spend 40 hours a week making YouTube videos if I'm not at least getting the stuff to make the videos with. And so I'm kind of at that point where I got into the kind of the too businessy side of things. and I'm watching. I hate making the stuff. I hate listening back to it. I hate the the promos and all the buy this or buy that or whatever else. But it's just kind of part of the deal. But Coolwick has been awesome so far. Bowler's Mart's been really awesome. Storm's been awesome. I talk to Nick Brown at SRG BBFS all the time. Probably send Carolyn something. It's been a while since I talked to Carolyn, but no news is
Send an
good news.
email a while
Yeah.
back. You do probably need to respond at least her email.
She sent me an email? She sent something about incentives. I saw that, but
Yes,
that's
that's
not.
what it is.
No, that's nothing I need to say anything back about because I'm not going to be bowling on TV anytime soon.
Oh, well, that's true.
So anyway, yeah, the strongest, but yeah, exactly, Justin, exactly. I don't want to do that stuff or this ball hooks or new king of hook or better than the idol or whatever else. It's just dumb crap that I don't want to get into. And I started doing enough of my own dumb crap because I'm trying to get more views with less time involved, and that's just not the way that it works. So I'm just going to go back to making decent videos and having some fun and doing kind of what I used to do that made everybody click on the videos in the first place. So,
Hashtag back in.
yeah.
Hopefully adding the new views soon.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to some of the off the wall stuff, and some people aren't going to get it. But whatever. The opinion videos were a lot of fun. So everybody that's watching right now, if you haven't been with me for the last couple years, go back and watch some of the opinion videos. The Sonic opinion video. Actually, it's my own daggone video. I'm going to play it right now. I'm going to say, well, I don't want to get demonetized, so I can't play the video. This is one of my favorite ones that I did.
I still laugh at the first one you put me in because you made me sit
Yeah.
the Sonic.
Yeah, I made Angel sit in on the video. So, Storm Sonic, my savage opinion. I'm going to put this up on, and it's with the old, I'd had enough. There's some stuff here. We're going to have some fun. Never forgive you for the idle opinion skit. Some of these were really good. I really did like these. I think the sound's up. So I heard it all on this one. Oh wow, another IQ. Oh, they're using R2S Pearl again. My, what innovation. Yeah, they're using IQ again. It's a household name. You hear IQ, you know what to expect. And for starters, I mean, there's about 131 fewer IQs than Black Widows, so...
Got him! Got him!
Yeah, they're using R2S again, and yeah, they've used on everything in every form for the better part of a decade, but... I mean, nobody else has come out with anything better in that time, so while they continue to try, Storm's just going to keep making balls that actually sell.
Yes, we are.
Hey, I'm sorry, I just got swept away by the super good bird.
Pins, I have a few words of advice for you.
You best make peace with your dear and fluffy lord.
That's the signal! Go, 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 go! Let's go freaking Ted here! That's it!
The only challenge here is being as good as the ball wants you to be, so you've got until February 9th to prepare yourself. And then don't forget the milk, because this s'mores scent got me like...
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Man. This is the good stuff. This is like...
You had so
Let's
much
play
fun.
it. All right,
Yeah.
so Drive doesn't suck.
Trying
Let's
to
just start
watch
off with
the
that. I
20
wouldn't say
drive.
it's the second coming of Jesus either, but you might be an atheist anyway. Before I started with the shtick, I was serious as Pedro Serrano about Joe Boo's rum.
It's very bad to steal Joe Boo's rum.
Yes, it's
very
definitely not fair use. I just borrowed it, and they're not going to do
I
anything
said the
about
drive
it.
should be a legit epic sport condition ball. That's kind of a given considering that the nano cover's involved. However, this is a little bit more next level. I mean, this is a ball you can do whatever you want with. Now, it's not a save your ass like Super Mario and the Princess.
Mario, you did it!
How about the kiss, yes?
You rescued me just so you could get with me? You leaped a bunch of mushrooms. I'm so impressed.
Well, you're the one who got captured by mushrooms. You got kidnapped by something that goes on a salad.
When you throw an awful type ball, it's more like a yo-yo. So the point is, if you've got the tricks, it's got the treat. That's bad news for those of you who throw it like this. But, you know, modern technology can only do so much. Now, the drive is...
You didn't do anything? You're not crippling the stupid bottle?
Now, you don't have to use... Thank you. You don't have to use two hands for the drive to be good for you. In fact, I think this ball might even be a little too much for those of you who do use two hands, unless you happen to have more oil than the cast of the Jersey Shore used to tan with. I mean... Actually, that's probably an exaggeration. Well, it's stronger than Timeless. It's also smoother than Barry White, and there's a lot of places I could go with that, but hashtag Banhammer. Kind of want the $7.31 in ad revenue this video is going to get here, so I'll just say...
Son, you put that in a bottle, you got something sweeter than you.
Drive isn't all unicorns and rainbows, though. I mean, sometimes balls that are that smooth can hit weaker than Bob Sapp's chin is. To be perfectly honest, and all kidding aside, the drive is either a great complement to the Timeless, or at least addresses and fixes all the issues that you might have had with the Timeless. So if you like what you see and what you smell, I mean, it smells awesome, by the way. I'm glad Chad took a break from his career as a nature photographer to deliver some really great scents on this one in the Sonic. If you like what you see on February 9th, you can drive to your pro shop and get one. Get it, drive, because that's the name of the... Yeah, that's not funny. Yeah.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I'm gonna find the Hustle HYB one. Oh, the Redemption IQ Tour Solid was... There was one of them where I really went in on... That's radically savage. Anyhow. Anyway, that's the kind of fun that we used to have. That's the kind of fun that we used to have on this channel.
Well, maybe it won't go that extreme, but it's gonna
Anyway, yeah, I mean...
just because you don't need, if you're going to do all of the in-depth type stuff, you don't need to go too crazy.
Yeah, I don't need to go too crazy, but...
Thank you.
Something in the middle.
Anyway, yeah, I could bore you and keep watching those, but... Oh, the opinion on the show-off. Let's see. Yeah.
The all-out show-off was an all-out surprise for me, and it really does show off. The original show-off just wasn't a ball I could use very often. We just don't have the kind of oil volume around here that it needs, and when I polished it, it was like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get.
When this ball showed up on the approved list, I thought, hey, it's got a chic name, it looks like a unicorn frappuccino. So this is definitely an overseas ball, which means it's probably really good. I mean, the overseas market gets all the concept cars, like the really cool stuff that you see and get all excited about, and then don't get it.
Nothing for you.
I was pleasantly surprised when I heard it was going to be released here. I had a certain expectation of it based on what the show-off does. I expected a reaction like what the Danger actually is, and then a closer look at the numbers, and Schlemmer's write-up about it seemed to say something different. All of a sudden, it started screaming OG Rocket, and I was like... I'm just going to echo a few things I said in my review here and fill in the blanks. It's an HP2 ball for one, so you know what that means. You're not going to get a better ball for the price. You're just not. I mean, value is based on quality, though, not price. You can have something expensive that's a great value and something cheap that's an awful value. But if something's poor quality, it's going to be a poor value no matter what the price is. Usually the word value is used to indicate that you're getting a good deal, and most of the time it just means something is cheap in both price and quality. But the balls in the HP2 line are, and this ball particularly is, a great value. You're not going to get a better ball for the price, you're just not. And unlike my intense review, I actually repeated this on purpose. Even if it was HP3 price, I'd still consider it a steal of a deal because it's just that good. Like I said in the review, though, if you throw it in the gutter, it's going to go in the gutter. But if Timmy fell down a well, this ball would go rescue him. It's the hero Gotham deserves, but without the laryngitis and poor taste in women. Basically, the best way that I can explain how I feel about this ball is this.
How did you know? I love this song.
Not fair use.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past and I'm homebound.
I did have a few of these struck, by the way. Now we're definitely going off the rails.
And now I wonder.
Yeah.
This is seriously another
Yeah, I'm
legendary
sure.
ball in the HP2 line. I mean, next time you're looking for a benchmark type reaction, definitely go check out the All Out Show Off. This ball is every bit as good as the laws of physics will allow it to be. And it releases on Black Friday. Own it. No, like seriously, like go buy it.
No, there's one of them that was really good, but anyway. Anyhow.
Yeah, we're done doing that.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to finish up a little bit of my drink and hang out with the few people that are still here after we really went sideways. Hashtag. Oh, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, the Radically Savage one. I can't remember which one that was. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but go back and watch the opinion videos. I had a bunch of them, and yeah, there was one that was the Radically Savage. Yeah. www. Yeah, well, let's talk about that. Yeah, whichever video that was. Anyhow, we're probably going to wrap this up. I'm almost out of beer anyway. But basically, we're going to get back to having some fun. I'm going to make some better videos. Yeah, that's the one I really went in. Yeah, exactly, because the Brunswick had just come out with the dot system, and they're talking about whatever ball that looks like some other ball, and I'm just going to start making videos again, or making good videos again, and having more fun and not...
And you should talk about tomorrow and the jersey, and then you should talk about our live stream on Friday.
Oh, okay. So, preview. We do have the breakdown pair coming again tomorrow. We are going to pick the jersey winners. We did get several jersey designs sent in for our jersey design contest. And we're going to go through all those tomorrow during the live stream. We're going to talk about them. We're probably going to pick them. Jonathan
had an idea about doing the top 3.
Okay.
Or top 5 or something, like, and then you guys would actually pick it later.
Yeah, so we might just kind of narrow them down tomorrow. Yeah, Cooper apparently knows exactly which video this one is. Yeah. Yeah, so... yeah, he's quoting the whole thing. I have no idea which video this is. So... anyway... So we're at least going to go through all the jersey designs and the submissions and all that stuff. Tomorrow, Jonathan's not going to be able to be here, but he'll be on Zoom, and we're going to go through and pick some stuff. Dynamicore. But we're going to go through that stuff. Again, I'll probably have that new video out tomorrow. Then we'll have the live stream. We'll go through the jersey submissions and at least narrow it down. And then we have a bunch of people coming in next weekend for the Kansas City Open, which is a big team double singles tournament. And so we're going to have our regular annual live stream in the Den from Aaron's and Belton. They have kind of a party room that's got 6 lanes in it. And so they've got all kinds of stuff. We're going to do a continuation of some of the coaching stuff that we've done on the live streams the last few weeks. Some of those people are going to be here, so we're going to go through with them and kind of see where they're at now after giving them some suggestions and pointers a couple weeks ago.
Went to a class with some pros.
Say what?
Colin went to the
Oh yeah, Colin went to a pro camp or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have our big annual live stream from the Den. James's Shimwrecker Enterprises is going to be here. We have several other people that are going to be here. We're going to get in there and we're going to bowl for a while. We're going to answer questions. We're going to do some coaching. We're going to do some all kinds of stuff.
They're going to have the torch set up.
Yeah, they're going to have the torch and the board boxes set up, I'm pretty sure.
He didn't mention board boxes.
He said he was going to have all the techie stuff set up, so.
Oh, okay. I missed that then.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I knew the torch because I demanded the torch. I gotta win at something, dang it.
Yep. Well, we have dogs down all over the place. I'm actually kind of hungry. I have pork belly.
At 10 o'clock at night?
I need some kind of snack, some kind of sustenance. Anyhow, yeah, the live stream next Friday is going to be a ton of fun because we get the whole party room. There's going to be a bunch of us there. We're going to do.
It usually goes for about 3 hours.
Yeah, there's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. So, it's usually a really good time.
We'll have
Cooper continues to post the script of my entire video in here.
Well, and
I still have no idea which one.
Kyle Davey will be there. He is a Brunswick staffer.
Yeah. God, we got
Riley and
we got
Jonathan
Brunswick
Motive.
staffers and Motive staffers in there, and yeah, the opinion videos. Yeah, go check out the opinion videos because they were good stuff.
So if
My
people wanna
HYB
add-
video was
We're gonna have the road mics, so if people
Yeah.
want to ask questions, talk to people, we're gonna be passing them around. You can ask about balls. You can ask about shots. We do spare challenges.
You can ask about Coolwick jerseys and buying stuff at Bowler's Mart.
Good night, child. I'm
Rosedall
gonna get
10
a-
for
I'm
10%
gonna
off.
get a Nerf gun.
Find the link in the description. Buy your Belmo stickers.
Child,
Get a chance at winning a free Belmo spare ball.
I hope you like our couch.
Anyway. I love urethane now, by the way. So. Storm Dog, you ready to go to bed? Storm Dog, I know. An off-white dog and an off-white ball here. I'm going to put some holes in this and probably take it to my tournament. We have a big tournament, an 8-game sweeper on Monday for Labor Day that we're going to. Storm Dog, come here, buddy. Storm Dog, wrong direction. Where are you going, buddy?
You said bed. He's ready to go.
Mhm.
He now loves urethane. Everyone, that's what, yes.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Mix Off-White review, plus the rated video, plus the rated Rumble, plus the... No. It's going to be pretty sweet, though. So, thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks for hanging out.
And sticking around all these years.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out for however long you've been hanging out. I'm going to get back to the good stuff. We're not going to do dumb crap anymore. Not going to do repetitive stuff. We're going to get back to original videos and fun videos and just not businessy staffer guy dumb crap
We're gonna make the videos you want.
videos.
And that the viewers
So
want to
yeah,
see.
they're not going to be as many videos because they take longer to make, but Storm Dog, what are you doing, buddy? What?
I'm trying to tell you, it's time.
I know. Come here. Storm Dog, come here. Come here. Where are you going?
He's like, you ain't got nothing for me. I'm coming.
I know. I missed him. So, things will get better, I promise. And I've got a big video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be, again, the UC2 versus UFO Alert versus RSTX2. Spent the last 4 days on it. It's 13.5 minutes long. It's got some pretty cool stuff in it. But it's actually a good video, unlike most of what I've been putting out recently. So, thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm going to finish my last little bit here, and we'll see you on the stream tomorrow, and then the stream next Friday, and then hopefully a few more videos in between. We got some report cards I'm going to work on. Some all kinds of stuff that we're working on. So thanks everybody. We will see you later as soon as the wife gets up and turns off the stream. So I can hang out until then.
I forgot that I had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me take my thumble off.
Yep.
Okay, now you can tell everybody bye.
Toodles.